Hello, everyone. We are so glad to have our Excel Academy back for 2022. This is our first of hopefully many sessions throughout the spring and summer and even the fall. 2022 is going to be a great year. Today, we have Amelia Welsh. She is here for Singing 101. If you were with us last year, you might have attended some of her fabulous sessions on singing. So I hope you get your singing voice ready. You kind of get prepped. I have a few of you who have shared a release form. So if Amelia asks any of you if they want to share their camera, you would have had to send me that permission slip. From now on, throughout this whole year, I will save those for this calendar year. So if you sent me one, don't worry, that's going to save you from the whole year, any sessions that you attend. I am now going to say one more time, welcome to all of you to Singing 101 and Miss Amelia Welsh. And Amelia, I'm going to say, take it away. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to highlight you and it's all yours.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be back teaching again. The new year, I hope you guys all had an amazing holiday season. And please go ahead and say hi in the chat so I can see everybody here. I'd like to do a little introduction of myself before we get started with Singing 101. And if I'm looking over at this side of the screen, I've got my notes here, so I'll be looking over here, and then I'll also be looking at the chat to see whatever you guys say. So let me introduce myself really fast. My name is Amelia Welsh, now Greer, because I got married last summer, so my name is now Amelia Greer. I have to remember to introduce myself with my new name. So yes, thank you. It was awesome. So I am so excited to be back teaching a class on music. I have done a few classes in the past, and if you've watched those, you'll be super prepared for today. But if you haven't watched any of them, and if you don't know anything about music, I'm going to break it all down. It's going to be super fun. So don't even worry if you don't know anything about music, because we're going to go really nice and slow today. So let me talk a little bit about the protocol for the chat. I'd love for you guys to be interactive. If you're able to type in the chat, please do. I'll ask for some interaction along the way. Some of it you can do at home with your mic off, your camera off, just do what I'm doing. But some of the times I'll ask you guys if you want to turn your mic on and sing with me, or turn your camera on and your mic and sing with me. And if you've given Leanne that form and you feel comfortable, please raise your hand or put in the chat that you want to do that. If nobody wants to, that's okay. You can sing at home. I know singing can be scary in front of people, but this is a safe space. We're all here to learn, so don't be nervous. So, Singing 101. Let's talk about what we're going to learn in today's session. So we're going to go over a few things. The first thing we're going to go over is voice types and categorizing your voice. And we'll talk more about that, so don't worry about it. And after we talk about that, we're going to go into a singing lesson. So I sing. I've been singing since I was really little. I've been taking voice lessons since I was around 13 years old. Doing the math, that's about 12 years of singing, which is awesome. And so I love singing. I love taking lessons, and I've been so blessed to have the opportunity to teach a lot of kids recently. I work at a little music studio, so I've had a lot of awesome music students this past year, and we're gonna do a lesson kind of based on what I typically do with my one-on-one students, but we're gonna do it together as a group, which is gonna be really fun. I'm looking at the chat to see who's here. I see we have Eliana, Shay, Donnie, and Clara. Hello, everyone. Isabel, so good to see you all. And everybody watching this recording, even though I can't see you guys in the chat. I'm so excited you guys are here and watching from your home. Okay, let's get into voice types. So, there are some different ways to categorize your voice. So, what do I mean by categorize your voice? What does that mean? Well, different people's voices sound different. Some people's voices are really, really high, and some people's voices are really low, and some people's voices are in between. And your speaking voice can tell you a little bit about what your singing voice is like. So here's our first interactive part. At home with your mics off, I just want you to say something aloud in your normal speaking voice. Something like, "Hello, my name is Amelia. I'm listening to what my voice sounds like." And think about what your voice sounds like. Just give you a second, say something at home, whatever you want, and listen to your voice. Does it sound a little higher? Does it sound a little lower? Or are you not really sure? Just think about it. So, I'd love for you all to tell me in the chat, what does your voice sound like? And go ahead and type in the chat. You can type the word my voice. You can type my voice is a little higher, or you can just type the word high. Or if your voice is lower, just type the word low. Let me know what your voice sounds like. And while you guys are typing, I will tell you what I think my voice sounds like. Well, now my voice is kind of in the middle, but when I was younger, my voice used to be a lot higher. And that is because as we grow up, our voices change. I see Donnie said that his voice is low. Thank you, Donnie, for sharing. And I also see that Isabel has raised her hand. Isabel, do you want to come on mic and tell us anything?
Meeting tools, Zoom webinar, lower hand button. Is this session every Wednesday or just today?
My session about singing is just for today. Leanne,
Okay.
would you be able to answer more of a scheduling question?
Right now,
Okay.
the schedule will change throughout. That's one of the different things about Excel Academy this year. So pay attention to the schedule because I'm pretty sure Amelia is going to join us again.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for that question. That was a great question, especially for people trying to hop onto these awesome seminars in the future. Okay, so I see some more people putting what their voice sounds like. So let me read this chat. Eliana says that her voice sounds like it's in the middle. Clara says her voice is medium high. So am I an alto? Oh, Clara knows some things about singing. Clara, we will get into that in a little bit. Cami says her voice is low. And Sydney says medium. Thank you guys for responding. Okay, so I see that we've got lots of different types of perception of what your voice sounds like, which is awesome. So just like I was saying, your voice changes as you grow. So I want you to think about any of your little siblings or cousins or any little kids that you know. When they talk, their voices are really high. Little kids, I have a little brother, and I remember when he was little, when he talked, his voice was really, really high because the mechanism inside of your body that makes your voice is really small when you're little. Really, really small. And your voice is really high. And then when you grow up, they get bigger, they change, and your voice changes with you, which is really exciting. And it's something to keep in mind while you're singing, because something that you're singing at one age may feel and sound a certain way, and if you sing it at a different age, it's probably going to feel and sound different. So let's go on and talk about the categorization of your voice. Now that we've thought about how we think our voices sound, let's talk about some general terms And Clara brought up one of them, an alto. So let's go into that. So there are many different ways that people have categorized voices, and they can get really, really specific. So we're going to do a little bit of an overview today, and we're not going to get really, really specific because mostly you need to be about 20 to 25 years old to really, really know what your voice type is going to be, because that is when you probably will stop growing and you'll be able to find out what your voice type is. So if you all are younger than 20, which I think many people here are younger than 20, your voice is going to change. So going into the 5 main categories. Now, like I said, there are more specific categories, but we're just going to go into the 5 main ones. And here they are. We'll go over them a few times, so don't worry about remembering them right now. So we have something called the bass. We have a baritone, a tenor, an alto, and a soprano. I'm going to say those 5 again. We've got bass, baritone, tenor, alto, and soprano. And those are our 5 basic categorizations of your voice. So let's jump into what these 5 categories are and which one you might be. And I see that in the chat, Donnie said that he's 28, which is awesome. So your voice is probably fully developed. You're not going to grow past 28. Sometimes I hope that I will still grow, but I think it's a lost cause. So we might be able to find out what Donnie's voice type is today. So we're going to start with men's voices. So men's voices have 3 of the 5 categories. Men's voices are either or one of a baritone, a bass, or a tenor. So men's voices are a bass, a baritone, or a tenor. So a bass is someone with a really low voice, so low. If you've ever listened to the radio and you've heard a radio announcer and it's a gentleman with a really low voice, that's kind of what a bass is. They can hit really low notes, and I'm going to play. I have a keyboard in front of me today, which is an electric piano, and I'm going to play some notes for us. So a bass might be able to sing these notes. Pretty low. They can sing low notes. Then we have a baritone. A baritone is the most common voice type for a man. Most men are baritones, and that's just kind of in the middle. So bass is low, baritone is in the middle. So most men are a baritone. Then we have a tenor. And if bass is the lowest and baritone is the middle, then tenor is going to be high notes. Now, these notes aren't as high as a soprano, as a female singer who can sing really high notes like these. Some tenors can sing very high, but like I said, baritone is the most common. So we've learned the 3 types of voice categorizations for men, and I'm going to say them again. Bass, low. Baritone, medium. And tenor, nice and high. So those are our 3 types of voices for men. So now let's talk about women. So if you remember, I started out by saying there were 5 voice categories. Bass, baritone, tenor, those are for men. So the 2 left are for women. And we're going to start with alto, which earlier in the chat, Clara said she thinks she's an alto because her voice is medium high, which is exactly right, Clara. Altos sing low and medium high. Basically, if you took a woman's voice and you cut it in half, altos sing the lower half and a little bit over into the higher, and sopranos sing the higher half. So women's voices only have 2 categories, but men's voices have 3, which is pretty interesting. So, like I said, many of you are still growing and your voices are going to change. So right now, you might have a really high voice. And if you're a girl, you might say, well, that means I'm a soprano. But as you get older, your voice might change and you might become an alto. So it's always important to keep an open mind and not put yourself in a box. Make sure that you don't put boundaries on your singing and you try new things, because you never know what is going to feel different and when your voice is going to change. Okay, so we'll review a little bit of that towards the end, and we'll get into our voice lesson. But before we do, I'm going to share how my voice changed a little bit. So I used to sing really, really high. I had a really high voice. I could just hit all the high notes. And then as I grew older, my voice has gotten a little bit lower, which is awesome. But I did not expect it. And when it started happening, I was like, oh my gosh, my voice is broken. What's going on? I panicked a little bit. So don't panic if your voice changes. It is okay. It is good because it means you're growing. And it's really exciting because you can sing different types of music. So, is everybody ready to jump in to the voice lesson? And we're going to get to sing, which I am so excited because I love to sing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is warm up. So if you've ever had any singing lessons, you might have heard about warm-ups. So what are singing warm-ups? Let's think about if you are an athlete. If any of you play any sports, you probably stretch and you jog around and you warm up your body before you go play basketball with your friends, before you go take a run, before you play tag in your yard. Whatever you're doing, you probably warm up your body a little bit. You can see professional athletes doing that. So we have to treat our voice the same way. We warm it up before we do something crazy like sing a really high note or a really low note. You gotta warm it up and make sure your body is all ready to go. And warm-ups are also a way to stretch and grow your voice, which is really awesome because you don't just start singing crazy high notes, leaps, amazing runs. You gotta start slow and small and then grow and stretch your voice as you get more comfortable with the warm-ups. So we're gonna start out really simple, and then we'll do some more complicated ones. And I want everybody listening live in the chat and also everybody watching this recorded later, I want you to sing along with me at home. And a couple times I may ask if someone here wants to unmute and sing with me, which would be awesome. But I want everyone to sing along at home. And we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm so excited. So before we start, there's one really important thing that I want to share with you guys. And that is your voice should never hurt. When you're singing, you should never have any pain in your neck or your throat. It should not hurt. It should not feel like you're screaming. Don't sing too loud. Don't try to be loud. Don't try to sing too high so it's uncomfortable or too low. That is where the stretching comes in with singing. Over time, you can stretch your voice and you can reach all those high notes and all those low notes. But Like I said, we have to start slow, and I don't want anybody to feel any pain. So if I'm singing and playing an exercise and I go a little too high for you, I just want you to stop and wait till I come a little lower where it's more comfortable. And that'll be different for every person because everyone's voice is different. So I just want everyone to keep that in mind. The number one rule of voice lessons is that it should never hurt. And I see Isabel has raised her hand again. Is there something that you wanted to share, or was that from before?
She is not responding, so you can go on.
Okay, awesome. Just let me know in the chat if anybody has any questions, and we will answer those along the way. So let's sing. And also I have to preface this with, you'll have to forgive me if I hit any wrong notes because it happens to everyone. Okay. If you can't hear my keyboard, let me know. So, first warm-up of the day, my favorite warm-up. I love doing this with every voice type, no matter how old you are, how long you've been singing, this is a great warm-up. It is a simple hum. So everybody just hum at home, and if you've never hummed before, I'm guessing you have, but if you haven't, all you do is you close your lips, and you sing with your lips closed, and it sounds like, So all the sound is coming through your nose. So if you pinch your nose, the sound goes away. Which is kind of fun to do. So we're gonna hum, and I'm gonna play piano with you. Now I want you to listen this first time. Don't sing, just listen to get a hang of the melody that I'm gonna play. I'll play it 2 times, and I'll sing it, and you listen, and then we'll do it together. So here it goes. All right, is everyone ready? Sing along with me at home. I'll play the chord, play our first note, and I want you to hear it in your head, and then we sing. I see Donnie raised his hand. Is there something you wanted to say, Donnie?
How do I unmute my microphone?
You have your microphone?
Now.
Okay, I think he's good.
Okay, we're gonna go on. If anybody has questions, why don't we save it till the end so that we can go nice and smooth through the singing. So, starting with our hum, listen to the note first, hear it in your head, and then sing with me. We're gonna do that one more time. Nice job. Okay, now we're gonna move up a half step, which means I'm gonna move up the piano 1 note. Sing with me. Nice. On to the next one. Listen first. Now you try. One more. Listen first. Now everyone at home with me. I think we've got another one. We'll do that one more time. Let's go back down. starting to get the hang of it, you gotta get in kind of a rhythm. I'll play the chord and then play our exercise, and then we all do it together. So we went a little high. Now let's go a little bit lower. We're gonna go back where we ended. Everybody sing with me. Going a step down, a little lower. This will be good for the men. One more. Let's keep going. Let's see how low we can go today. I might have to drop out. I can't sing that low. That's as low as I've got, but I'll do one more just in case anybody out there is super low. And you can sing by yourself. Oh, there's that wrong note I was talking about. Okay, how did that feel for everyone? Can you type in the chat, or if you're comfortable, come onto your mic and let me know how our first warm-up felt. Did it feel a little strange? Did it feel super fun? Any reaction I want to see. I'm looking in our chat and I see Cammie says it felt good. Awesome. I'm so glad. It should always feel good.
I love it.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Felt normal. That's good too. Okay, let's keep going. So, like I said, humming is a great way to warm up because it's very gentle and it just warms up your vocal folds, which is what is inside your throat that makes your sound. Your vocal folds get warmed up, super simple and easy. So, speaking of your vocal folds, we're going to do a little kinetic exercise to imagine what our vocal folds look like. So, I want everyone to take your hands and put them out in front of you, almost like you're about to clap. So your palms are facing each other. And we're going to pretend that our hands are our vocal folds. So what are the vocal folds? What even are those? The vocal folds are two little teeny tiny muscles. I believe in women, I think in men, your vocal folds are about the length of a dime, and women are even shorter. So they're very small, and they're inside of your throat. So hold your hands out like you're going to clap. And I want you to hold your hands so that they're not touching, but they're a little bit away from each other, about an inch apart. And I want you to see if you can put your palms all the way together. Now open the bottom of your palms, of your hands, so that your fingertips are touching. Then open your fingertips so that your hands aren't touching at all. Then touch the bottom of your hands back together, and then touch your fingers. We're going to do that one more time because I think it's a little hard to get the first time. So you start with your hands touching, and then lift the bottom of your hands apart. Your fingers are touching. Separate your fingers. Then touch the bottoms of your hands and then your fingertips. Now, if you speed that up, bottom open, top open, bottom closed, top closed. Bottom open, bottom closed, top close. You'll have to practice it to do it fast, but if you do it a little fast and you give it a wave-like motion, this is what your vocal folds do. Really, really fast, millions of times per second. Hundreds of times per second, your vocal folds do this, and this is called vibration, and your air from your lungs flows through this rocking motion, and that causes sound. It's pretty awesome. So when we hum, our vocal folds, yes, I hear some humming. Your vocal folds are doing this beautiful rocking motion. Okay, thank you guys for doing that exercise with me. We're going to go on to another type of exercise that is very important for singing. And I have a question for you, and I'd love for you to write in the chat or turn your mic on and tell me if you think you know the answer. It's kind of a tricky question, so think about it for a minute. What is the most important thing for singing? What is the most important thing for singing? Everybody take a minute and think about it and put your answer in the chat or come onto your mic and tell me what you think it is. Okay, I'm seeing in the chat some responses. I'm going to read them. Shay says your voice. Clara says breathing. Shay says words. Donnie says entertainment. And then Shay says lungs. These are amazing answers. Okay, I see Isabel has raised her hand. Do you want to answer? Montgomery says warm up. These are all great answers. Okay, here's the answer I was looking for. These are all amazing answers, and they're all important for singing. But one person got what I was looking for. One person got the word, and that is Clara. Breathing. Breathing is the most important thing for singing. Your voice is important, but we just talked about how your voice is made by your air, your breath, going through those vibrating vocal folds. So without the breath, you would not have a voice. You wouldn't be able to sing. Donnie says entertainment, which is so awesome for singing, and people sing for entertainment, but you wouldn't be able to sing without your breath, and your mouth wouldn't be able to shape your sound without your breath. I see a question in the chat, and Shay says, is that like how we lose our voice? Not exactly. You lose your voice typically because of inflammation, which is when your skin gets swollen. So inside your throat, if you get a sore throat or if you've ever had a cold and your throat really hurts, it's because the skin on the inside of your throat is inflamed and it hurts. So that's why you lose your voice, not because of a loss of air. Though if you were having trouble breathing, you'd probably have trouble talking too. So the answer is breathing. Breathing is the most important thing for singing. So we can't forget breathing when we're warming up. So this is a really fun exercise that I love to do that warms up your breath. So the first thing I want you to do is just take a big deep breath. And then blow it out. Take another big deep breath. And then blow it out. Okay. So I want you to take your hand, and if you can, I want you to put it on your stomach, right below your belly button. Right below your belly button, and I want you to take that big deep breath one more time and blow it out. Do you feel your stomach expanding? Does it push against your hand when you're breathing, or does it not move? So breathing can be different. Some people breathe with their belly. Their belly comes in and out when they breathe. Some people breathe with their chest. Your shoulders go up and down when you breathe. And all these different breathing or ways of breathing are fine when you're talking. But when you're singing, there is a specific way that is the best. You can breathe anyway. It's just important that you're breathing, honestly. But for the best singing, you want to have a good breath that fills your lungs. Just like Shay was saying, our lungs are important. Fills your lungs and expands your body, expands the top of your body. So I want you to take your hands, both hands, and put them on either side of your rib cage. So either side of the middle of your body. And I want you to take that nice big breath and try to feel if your hands are moving out, because your lungs are so full of that good breath. They need so much space that your body kind of opens a little bit. Let's try and get that nice deep breath. Everybody at home, take a breath. Awesome. Okay, now that we've talked about that, we're going to do a little breathing exercise that I like to call shushing. So if you've ever been in a library or you've just been minding your own business, making a lot of noise, and somebody wants it to be quiet, they'll come over to you and they'll say, shh. And we all know that means, hey, be quiet. You're being too loud. But it's a really fun voice exercise because it gets your breath moving. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to make a shushing sound, and I want you guys at home watching the recording and on chat right now, I want you to copy me. And I see that Shay has asked a question, if you're supposed to spit when you That is a great question, actually. So, no, you're not supposed to spit, so it's not a raspberry. It's not like that. But, I mean, you might spit a little bit on accident, so just make sure nobody's standing right in front of you. So, here's our first exercise. I'm going to shush, and I want you all to copy me. Shh. Can you all copy me at home? Let's do it together. Shh. Let's try it with our hands on our tummy. So we can do one hand on our side, one hand under our belly button. Take a big, deep breath, and then shush. Shh. Did you feel your lungs getting smaller, your body getting smaller as the air came out through your shh? That's what I felt. If you felt that, let me know in the chat, and we're going to keep going. So, this is a fun variation. What we're going to do is, I'm going to do a shushing pattern, and you shush along with me. Okay, let's just do a couple of these, and we'll get into some more singing parts. So I'm going to go shh, 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 shh. Try to do it with me, okay? It's just 3 quick shushes in a row. Shh, 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 shh. Did you feel your breath moving? That's a very energetic exercise. And I wanted to talk about energy for a quick second before we get back into singing. I looked up the definition of energy because I wasn't quite sure how to define it. And I found this description that said energy is the intensity of expression, which I thought was a pretty cool definition. So intensity is like the amount, how much are you giving of your expression. So just like Donnie said earlier, entertainment is important with singing. So you gotta bring your energy when you're singing because it will help with your expression and it'll help with the way your voice feels, actually. Okay, let's get into some more singing. So we are going to do a really fun exercise on the sound E. So everyone just say E at home, just to get what that feels like. And this is what we're gonna do. Listen first, and then we'll sing together. E. Same melody as our humming. E. Now on the letter E. So we're going to do that. We're going to go up and then back down. And you guys are pros now. So we're going to go a little bit faster. And sing with me. E. 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 Remember, if I go too high, you can stop and wait for me to come back to where you are comfortable. E. One more high one. E. Now back down. E. 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 go low, and I might have to stop singing when it gets low because I can't sing that low, but I'll keep playing for you guys at home. E, E, E. Great job! I know you all sounded beautiful. Okay, so that was our little E warm-up just to get our voice moving. So I wanted to do a stretching exercise. So earlier I mentioned how you can grow and stretch your voice, so you need to go nice and slow. But this exercise is great for kind of figuring out where your voice wants to go. Very similar melody to the one we just did. We're gonna start high, go low, and then go high. This is what it sounds like. E. So it's kind of a slide. E. And you can feel all this energy in your voice. And actually, I want you all at home to take one of your hands and put it right on your throat when you're singing this exercise. And I want you to see if you can feel those vocal folds vibrating just like we talked about with our hands earlier. See if you can feel your throat vibrating when we sing. And we'll do exactly what we did before, go up a little bit, go down a little bit. And everybody sing along with me. I know you guys sound amazing. Ready? E. E, 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 We're going to go back down. Some low ones. That's pretty low for me. That was pretty low at the end. Let me know if anybody sang that who's here with us right now, that low note, because I could not sing that low one. Great job, everyone. So that exercise is a little bit more advanced. So you can start with the me's, and then you can work up to that stretching. I see in the chat, Donnie did the lowest note. I thought she would. That was just for you. So, did anybody notice with their hand on their throat, did you feel vibrations while you were singing? Oh, I see Shay also. Oh, a lot of people sang that low note. Shay and Clara. I'm impressed. That's pretty low. Make sure you're not feeling any pain and it feels super comfortable. So, did anyone feel vibration on their throat when they were singing? Let me know in the chat. Type yes if you did. I'm guessing everybody did because your vocal folds were vibrating if you were singing. I'm seeing some yeses. Nice. The vibration is the vocal cords. Yes, vocal cords and vocal folds mean the same thing. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do one more exercise, and it is one that I made up for my students, and they just love it, and I think it's really fun. So this is a fun exercise, and you can adapt it however you want to, so that's really fun. It's called Hello, How Are You? So I'm going to sing it for you, It's a little complicated with the words, so if you forget the words, it's okay. You can just sing whatever words you want. But here's how it goes. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. So it's like a little conversation with yourself. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. Let's do it together. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Let's go up. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Back down. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. This next one, I want you all to sing as quietly as you can. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Very good. This next one, I want you to sing this one like you are so happy. The best thing ever just happened. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Nice! Did you sound happy? Let's do another one. This one, I want you to sound like you're really, really mad. Have you ever felt really mad? Let's sing like we're just so upset. The worst thing ever happened. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. You're not actually good. You're pretty mad, but you said you were good. Okay, let's try another one. Let's sing this one like you've got a secret. You've got a big secret. You're not going to tell. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. What is your secret? I don't know. Let's do one more of these. Does anybody have a certain emotion that they want to sing the exercise in? Put it in the chat. We did happy, we did quiet, we did mad, and we did like you have a secret. I see Donnie says sad. Okay, let's do a sad one. Something bad just happened. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Oh, you're not good at all. You're very sad. Good job. So, if anybody has any other emotion, put it in the chat and we can do one more or so. So, why are we doing this? Why are we singing, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you for asking, with different emotions? Why would we sing with different emotions? Let's think about it. So I know Donnie earlier said something about entertainment, which I loved, and we've talked about songwriting a little bit before in some of our sessions, and we talked about emotions, and singing is a great storytelling tool. When you sing, you're always telling a story. Even with these warm-ups, you can incorporate a story to warm up your energy, to get excited. So I like to do warm-ups in different emotions and different volumes, some really loud and some really, really quiet, because it helps warm up that creativity and it helps with that storytelling aspect. Because, think about this, if you practice singing 15 minutes every single day, and you just practice it like this. Hello, how are you? I am good. Thank you for asking. Wow, that was the most boring thing any of you have ever seen. So boring. What was I saying? No one knows. My face, I looked so bored. I wasn't telling a very good story. So I see Montgomery put in excited. Let's sing it excited and see what the story is. Hello, how are you? I am good, thank you for asking. Wow, could you tell that I was excited? Let me know in the chat. Was I telling you a story about how I was excited about something? You don't know what it was, but I was excited about something. I see people in the chat are saying yes, and everybody watching this recording later, think about this. Do you put emotion into your singing when you're doing your warm-ups? If you're singing for your friends, for your family, you probably are doing emotion because it's a performance. But we have to remember warm-ups are practice for the performance. So if you practice boring, no emotion, it's going to be harder to sing later with emotion because you've never practiced it. So let's review a little bit of what we've talked about today, because we've talked about a lot, and you guys have all done an amazing, amazing job. So we started off talking about voice types. Now here is a hard question. Does anyone remember all 5 of the voice types? Or any of them? Let's say any of them. Who remembers one of the voice types we talked about? Type it in the chat or turn on your mic. One of the 5. Any one of them, or all of them, if you remember what they're called. I'll wait a minute. I see Clara raised her hand. Which one do you remember, Clara?
I actually remember all of them.
Oh, okay, let's hear all 5.
All right. Bass, baritone, tenor, alto, soprano.
Yay, Clara! Thank you. Good job. I am very impressed.
I only remember 2.
Okay, what are they?
Alto and soprano.
Good job! That is very impressive too. These are all new words, so if you remember any of them, I'm impressed. Anybody else? I see in the chat, Sydney says bass. Good job. Anybody else remember them? Okay, I see Shay says alto. Good job, everyone. Good memories. Okay, so you remembered our voice types. As Clara reminded us, we have bass, which is low notes, baritone, which is medium, and tenor, which is high notes, all for a man. And then for women, we had 2, alto and soprano. So great job memorizing those. Okay, so we talked about our voice types, and then we did some fun singing. We didn't get to do a ton of singing because I started talking about it, but we did our humming, which was so fun. Our little humming, and I always start in the middle of my voice. I go high, back to the middle, and then low, kind of in a pattern. So if you listen to this lesson again to try to practice your singing along with me, you can hear all of that go in a pattern of going high and then low, because that's a really gentle way to warm up your voice. So we did our humming, and we also did our E exercise. E, which you all did amazing at. I see Montgomery raised his hand. You have something to say? There's so many hand raises today. It's awesome. I think it might have been an accident. Okay. So after that exercise, we did our little stretching exercise, which sounded like this. E, which was a little harder, and a lot of you guys hit those nice low notes, which is awesome. And we also did some breathing exercises. We did our shushing, and remember, you can put your hands on your tummy and on your sides to feel your lungs filling up with all that good air. And then you shush it out. Shh. A fun thing I like to try to do is see how long I can hold a shush. And the rule for that is don't pass out, because if you hold your breath, you can pass out, and that is not the goal of the exercise. So you can take a big breath. Shh. See how long you can do it. Maybe you can do it really long, maybe not very long at all. Either way, just try. And if the more you practice, the longer you'll be able to hold it out, because the better you will be at taking in a big breath and then letting it all out in a consistent, slow way. So that's very key with any musical instrument, with learning any instrument and singing, is practicing. If you want to become a really awesome singer, you do have to practice. Like I said, have been taking lessons since I was around 13 years old, and I took lessons in high school, and then I actually went to college for singing. I have a bachelor's degree in voice performance, so I took lessons for those 4 years, and then I have a master's degree in voice performance as well, so that's 2 more years on top of that. And I had to practice a lot because I wanted to grow and stretch my voice in a healthy way. So I had to warm it up and practice my songs that I was learning for school, and then also warm my voice down. This is something that gets forgotten about a lot. After you warm up, you need to warm down. And that is why I start in the middle of my voice. I go as high as I can, as high as feels comfortable. I go back down. I don't stop at the high notes. If you stop at the high notes, you're not warming yourself back down. And that's really important for keeping your voice in the middle. The middle meaning a comfortable spot, because your voice can kind of get a little high and it feels like nasal and weird. We don't want that. So keep it nice and low. So we did a lot in today's lesson. Thank you all for being so interactive and singing along with me. I loved it, and interacting in the chat. So a way you can continue your singing is you can listen back to this recording, and you can sing along with me all those exercises, and you can make up your own exercises. Just make sure the number one rule is that it never hurts, never feels uncomfortable, because we never want to hurt our voice. So I just want to thank you guys all so much for the amazing attention and how much you guys talked in the chat and sang along with me. It was so fun, and I hope that I will be back for maybe a sequel voice lesson in the future. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Amelia. It sounds like you have one person that wanted to give a comment. Who was that? I caught one. I think they were saying goodbye, which is very, very polite. I want to say thank all of you for joining us. Thank you, Amelia, for walking us through some wonderful voice lessons. I feel well exercised now in my voice. Now I have to go run on a treadmill to exercise the rest of my body. That was really good. And yes, I hope to have Amelia back with us again. But there is an upcoming webinar for you. If you would like to join us, you can actually join the deductive detective skills. This one's on a Saturday, January 29th at noon Eastern time, where you can solve some mini mysteries together. I'll drop it in the chat. We'll also share the link out with everybody else when we send you our survey and an extension lesson from Miss Amelia. So you will have a survey that lets Amelia know how she did. So don't forget to fill that out and let her know what you liked and what you would like to see more of. And it is now 6 o'clock. I am going to say thank you all for joining us, and I'm going to let you go. Bye, all.